Merhaba and hello again. We continue with nominal sentences. Let me share my screen and hadi bakalım. In the previous lesson, we were talking about some positive sentences like ben açım. What does it mean? It means I'm hungry. So we had ben, it means I. We had aç, it means hungry. And we have suffixes. We don't have a meaning, but it helps us to make a sentence like ben açım. It means I'm hungry. Or sen açsın. We have sen. It means you. Aç, as we know, it's hungry. And if you add the suffix "sın," you can make a sentence. It's sen açsın. You can, so that it means you're hungry. So the suffixes helps us. Suffixes, you connect them to the word. The suffixes helps us to make sentences. So, but this group today, these weeks, we are talking about nominal sentences. Later, we will talk about some action sentences like I'm playing football, I'm watching YouTube like this series, but we have a few lessons until we get there. Let's understand the basics. So this lesson, we will continue talking about nominals, nominal sentences. Nominal sentences, there is no action here. We can use nouns, we can use adjectives, we can use locations. Like I'm at home. When I say locations, I mean like showing the location of someone or something like that. So, but we are going to talk about something cool. As you see, the last letter or let me write another example. For example, ben öğretmenim, I'm a teacher. We have ben, it means I. Öğretmen means teacher. And when you say öğretmen plus im, ben öğretmenim, it means I'm a teacher. You do it with the suffix here. But when we discussed in the previous video, the last letter, not the sound, like not the vocal. The last letters were always consonants. Remember? Maybe you can see, maybe you cannot. Ben Fransızım, ben Türk'üm, ben öğretmenim, açım, like this. It's from our previous lesson. So, but what happens? The final is a vocal. What do you mean, hocam? Let's talk about it. For example, baba. It means father. That father. So when you want to say ben baba, so as you know, the rule says if the final sound, final vocal is a, you have to continue with ben. Oops, why did I delete it? Ben baba. Again, when you make baba, ben baba, it's not enough. I have to make a sentence. So I write baba because after a, the suffix should be adapted to ben baba'ım. But that's a problem. We Turkish people, we don't like double vowels together. So I need an assistant. Maybe you understand from the title of this video. The assistant is, as the tip here says, ben baba'yım. So let me hear it. No, let me say it. So if I say, if the final, the last letter of the word is a vowel, if it's a vocal, you have to you write an assistant sound because we Turkish people don't like two vowels, double vowels. No. When I say Turkish people, I talk about myself. So the rule is like this. When you end like this, and when another suffix comes that starts with a vowel, you need a Y assistant. That's it. We don't use another assistant here. I say assistant sound, assistant yet, we might have different names, different like linguistic names for it, but that's what I prefer to use it. Let's write some examples and let's write it. Let's make our classical chart. Ben babayım. Sen babasın. I don't, sorry, no panic. Ben, let's write something here. Let me just separate the suffixes so you understand it better. Ben babayım. Ben, it means I. But when you say babayım, I cannot do a and together. That's why I need an assistant sound. But sen baba. I don't need an assistant sound here. I just put like a dash here because the suffix starts with an S. Don't forget, the rule works for two doubles. So the last letter of the word ends, the last letter is a vocal, and the suffix starts with a vocal. That's the combination we are talking about. But sın, the sen suffix, the u suffix is sın, so I don't need it because it's baba, sın. So it's one vocal, one consonant here. My favorite, o baba, we need nothing else. Biz, baba. Normally, the suffix works like this, but we cannot say two vowels. Biz, baba, is. No, it's difficult, so I need an assistant here. Biz, baba, yes. Siz, baba, come again. Remember our previous lessons. Take that and take that. Take the second person suffix and first plural suffix, and you make sentence. And what else do we have? Onlar, babalar. We use the y suffix only when we are connecting, when we have double vowels after each other. As you see, baba, it ends with a vowel, and the suffix of first person singular and first person plural, they start with a vowel. That's why we need a connector sound. That's why we have this Y here. Now, I wasn't planning to do that. Let's fix. Sometimes I do that. So that's the reason why we have this Y's. Let's write another example. Ben, sen, oh, repeat with me. Biz, siz, onlar. So these are personal pronouns. Let's choose another. I had some notes. I was prepared a little. Let's do mother. Oops. Anne. So the last letter is E. So we have to use E, you know, when it's E, when the final vocal is E, the suffix should be adapted to E. So ben anneyim, sen annesin, o anne, biz anneyiz, siz annesiniz, onlar anne ya da anneler. Or we have two options. You can say onlar anne, true, or onlar anneler, like that. But here, I think I made a mistake. So how should I fix my mistake? As you see, the E, anne ends with a E. The suffix starts with I. I'm sorry, the doorbell. I'm going to do it. Ben anneyim, so that you connect E and E. Biz anne, it ends with an E. And the suffix starts with I. Biz anneyiz. So that's the reason we use these forms. Let me show you some examples. I will answer and we will continue. Just give me a second. Yeah, it was a short break. I'm back. So we were talking about vocals that end with the words that end with vocals. I'm sorry. So I'm just checking my notes. Let's write one more. And what do I start? I start with writing pronouns. It's my usual now. Ben, sen, repeat with me. O, biz, siz, onlar. Let me just go over them quickly. Ben, I, sen, you, singular, o, she, he, it, we, biz, we, siz, you, plural or you, polite, and onlar, it means they. So let's talk about another word. What is it? I think it was futbolcu. Yes. Let's talk about jobs. Futbolcu. Futbolcu ends with u. So I have to make we have four alternatives. Im, for first person singular. So ben futbolcu, but I have double vowels here. I have a vowel at the end of my word and I have a vowel at the beginning of my suffix. So what do I do here? Okay, let's do it again. So I write this assistant sound. Ben futbolcuyum. I'm a football player. Sen futbolcusun. I don't need here because it ends with a vowel, but the suffix starts with a consonant. O futbolcu. Biz futbolcuyuz. So I cannot say it because I need an assistant. It ends with a u, with a vowel. The suffix starts with a vowel. So we need a connector. We need an assistant. Biz futbolcuyuz. Siz futbolcusunuz. Onlar futbolcular. Or just onlar futbolcu. We can say it like that. Let's put our parentheses like that. So let's talk about an U sound. Luckily, my husband helped me to find one. Hadi bakalım, repeat after me. Ben, sen. Repeat with me. O, biz, siz, onlar. Let's put them here. So the word, the word we will talk about? Nanny. Nanny means dadı. Like the person who takes care of your children. This person is called dadı. Dadı. As you see, it ends with a. So if you want to say I'm a nanny, ben dadığım. I cannot say it. Okay, as you see, I adapted my suffix, but there's a problem. I cannot use two vowels, one after each other, so I need an assistant. Ben dadıyım. Sen dadısın. O dadı. Biz dadıyız. Again the same. Biz dadıyız. Siz dadısınız. You are nannies. Onlar dadılar. They are nannies. So that's the problem. I'm checking my notes if I have anything extra. Let's do öğrenci as well, but without the table. Ben öğrenci. So öğrenci means student. I want to say I'm a student. Ben öğrenciyim. You know, the suffix is im, but I need an assistant to connect them because the original word, it ends with e, öğrenci. So when I need to add another suffix, it's öğrenciyim. Sen öğrencisin. You're a student. I write it like this. O öğrenci. She's a student. He's a student. Biz, we are students. Biz öğrenciyiz. I put it here. Biz öğrenciyiz. We are students. Siz, polite you or plural you. Siz öğrencisiniz. Onlar öğrenci. Onlar öğrenciler. They are students or they are students. So I think this lesson is enough for our asistan ye, kaynaştırma ye. There are many names for it, but we will continue with asistan ye. So thank you. I'll see you in part 3. Görüşmek üzere. Bye bye.